Hello, baby. Yes, yeah, I hate that. Sorry. Okay, so it's kind of more center. Like I said, there's that thing at the bottom, like, so I can't really see. I was hoping that the rocks were where they're supposed to be. Sure, yeah. Might not be too bad. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, shit. Okay, I gotta mess with the camera. I moved it. Welcome, welcome. And I was like, weird position. Okay. Yeah, look, the moon's not even it. No, my stones aren't. So there's that. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Mandarin. Oh, thanks, yeah. The Frank, yeah, huh? Fun ears. I love my ears. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Ren. Thanks. Welcome, welcome. We're going to be doing a Scorpio reading. Is that radio too loud for you guys, or is it okay? We'll see. Alright. I started a new song, sorry. I want to make sure it's not too loud for you guys. Hello, hello. Hey, Kindred. Hey, Jeremy. Thank you, thank you. Alright, thank you for those likes. This is going to be a Starseed reading. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, babes, I love and appreciate each of you. Oh, if you're interested in a personal reading, email me or comment below and I'll get you booked. You guys, we hit over 800 subscribers. Like, I just want to share that. I got on this morning to check the page and, you know, do the usual routine. And it says 825 subscribers. I was like, holy shit, we hit 825. Like, thanks, y'all. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the subscribes. Thanks for everything. Thank you, guys. So, yeah, that was a huge milestone, man. I have like 175 till I hit the 1,000 marker. And then the only thing standing in my way of getting paid from YouTube is the hours. Right? Those of you guys that tip or donate until then, you have no idea how much I appreciate your asses. Alright, so let's get into this. Those of you guys that are interested, I did do a lunar reading last night. It was a general collective. It had to do with life contracts and energies that are different, actually being able to get along. That was one of the messages, not the only one. But if you feel like that's kind of resonating for you, I would definitely check that out. Coffee. Alright, hi Cyrus. Hey Joelle. Aw, I like your name. I do have soft ears. But no, you're not gonna touch them. How do I send you a super chat? I can't get super chats yet. I don't have enough view hours in. Uh, Hopefully that'll happen eventually. If you'd like to tip me, I appreciate it. I got Cash App and PayPal. Someday I'll have them super chats, man. I am Watson. Thank you for joining. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this later. What we got for star seeds? For Scorpio. Again, please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I always encourage doing a meditation after a reading, or some reflection with the information that you receive. You know, what's for you, what's for a collective. Just to make sure that, you know, because there can be a lot of information in collective readings. And a lot of times, like, for me personally as a reader, You'll notice with a lot of my readings, there's like three kind of main collective messages, you know, and a lot trickles off of that. Um, but there's three main ones. You know what I mean? Hello, Raj. Hey, Scoop. Hey, Amy. Or Amit. Sorry. It's not a prediction. It's a message thing. Alright, that brings all this up into babies. Alright. We've got Starseeds. I've got perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. For one of you guys, you're actually not seeing something right. I know that's not what you want to hear about this. And if this isn't you, then this is them. They really can't get a perspective of reality, right? They have a set mindset, or you have a set mindset on how something is, right? You have a very set mindset on how something is, and it's not accurate, right? And so for some of you, like, your guidance is trying to look at the big picture. Don't look at whether you think you're wrong or right. Look at the big picture here. And then maybe you can work on fixing something, bringing peace to something. And later you will receive the perspective. Like, you're going to have the breakthrough at some point how you're actually wrong. Or, you know, they will. But as of right now, it's just trying to get that, like, big picture thinking going, where it's like, how does this relate? You know what I mean? How does this impact, right? Big picture. I'm Mastic. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for those likes, loves. Thank you for those likes. What else do we have for Scorpio? Child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Some of you guys really battling an ego. You don't have universal intelligence. You have logic. You know, for some of you, you logically put something together. You have a logical view of a situation. And not saying that how you logically put it together isn't, like, a smart way to put it together. Like, it's not like how would you ever even fucking think of that? You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense, hon, but it's still wrong. You do have intelligence of the universe within you, which is the truth, right? The actual truth, the universal truth is within you. And you can do a meditation. You know, something feels off with your message to self about the situation and how you're viewing it. And you're not understanding what that energy is, and it's you telling yourself that you're wrong about it. But you don't really meditate, reflect, you think. You think a lot, you think a lot, you think a lot, but you don't reflect. So then your thoughts keep making pictures in your head and you're believing them, but you're not really reflecting on the information. So that's where that's happening. Others of you expect to receive some, like I said, grand perspective. You know what I mean? Something much more, this is why this is happening in your lives. This is, you know what I mean? Some bigger perspective happening. I've got lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Right? Some of you guys, this is like repeat lessons for you. Some of you guys, you are looking at dealing with unlocking past life knowledge. Some of you guys haven't done that before. It was a little bit different. Some of you guys earned memories from past lives of gifts that you've had before, and you're going to be learning those gifts again. And so you're going to be doing meditations and learning gifts here soon. For some of you, you might have gotten isolated or separated. Understand you have a really big rebirth that you're about to enter into, Scorpio. So you're kind of getting isolated so you can go through a rebirth phase. For some of you, this is like big soul stuff. Others of you, this is just like a new gift, right? But you are going to be kind of isolated, and that's why it's happening. I've got Hirath, wanting for home, homesick for the stars. Not feeling like you 100% belong where you're at right now. You know what I mean? And that happens to all of us. Scorpio, those of you that are feeling that, I want to encourage you to get out under the meteor showers that are going to be happening here soon. I do need to check it. I think it's next week or the week after is the meteor showers. But definitely getting out under those if you can. Welcome, loves. Welcome. Thank you for those likes. I am from Ohio. Where are you from? Hey, politics. I should have known when politics was in your name that you're going to be an asshole. Right. Alright, what do we got for Scorpio? Scorpio. Hello, loves. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for them likes. Thank you for them subscribes. Thank you for being here. More flags? Welcome, loves. Hey, Shrutish. Hey, Tim. It looks like a golf flag. Like, I feel like we should be going golfing. Because I want to do that whole, like, have you ever seen, oh my goodness, it's got Chris Rock in it, and he gets put in a white guy, Down to Earth or something like that. When he's like, Tiger Woods, y'all. Like, I want to get dressed up and go golfing and be like, Tiger Woods, y'all. With a hat and everything. Like, somebody want to make that dream happen with me? Kindred, hello, love. Thank you for being on here. Done check politics. Hey, Visma. You don't listen very well, Masty. Hey, Cheryl. Hello, welcome. Manish. Anybody know? What's with the smoke? Why are you so against the smoke? Why are you spamming? L. You're a pick-me-hoe, that's why. You should really learn to control yourself, this man. It's sad. It's sad you can't be mad. Welcome, loves. Welcome. Oh, shit balls. Is that Aya? No, Aya. Ooh, it's Doja. No, when I get money, I'm thinking about putting highlights in so I can rainbow my hair. Maybe. You don't know my family. Hey, Abby. Kendra. One day I might just hire you to do this job where you, like, bounce the fucking conversation. You got this. Hey, Santa. I love rainbow hair. Hi, how are you? Lisita? Hello. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Alright, Scorps, what we got for you? Someone's been communicating with demons. And they don't realize it. So, careful the voices that you're listening to for someone. I've got 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. Especially over Zoom Out. How is this happening for you? For some of you, you really feel like maybe this is against you in some way. Bad luck, bad karma. And it's like, it's actually a blessing. It's just wrapped in a way where you're like, I feel like I'm being punished. So the example that got brought up was, for some of you guys, and this does actually relate to you, you lost your job. You got fired or something. And it's honestly a blessing because wherever you go is better for you. Maybe you were unwilling to move in a situation, and this was the universe's way of getting you where you needed to be, which was at a better employer. But you're like, what the fuck? I feel like I'm getting punished. And it's like, it's a blessing. You just don't see it yet. Because you didn't want to move and you needed to fucking move. You needed to move. Oh, thank you. I make bracelets. I don't have my shop up right now. I will be getting a... What the hell is this? Is that a Shopify or some shit? There's some like shopping one I'm gonna get up so I can get my store going. I didn't really like Etsy. I had Etsy at one point, but it wasn't my favorite. Not that it's bad, but I just want to be on a different store platform. Oh shit. Alright, what else we got with this 10 of Pentacles? Other than you guys getting patience. Patience. We got 10 of Wands, man. Yeah. Something was a burden. Something was a burden. That's why it's ending. Others of you, it has to do with how much you're taking on in this situation energetically. How much it is consuming your thoughts. What kind of energy is it's weighing you down is the point, which is why you need to be like, is this even really worth my attention? For some of you, is this even worth my attention right now? And letting it go, because it's just not. It's not a healthy weight, right? It's a weight that you feel crushes you, that brings you negativity, that makes you sick. Like, it's not a healthy weight to hang on to. And maybe for some of you, you do that. You know, maybe you do tend to get overly concerned in other people's business, or maybe it's just this individual. And I know for a lot of people, like our soft spots are our kids or our parents or our siblings, where it's like if something happens in their life, we tend to think about it a lot because we just want to help them, right? We just want to figure out how to help them when they're struggling. And whatever it is that you're trying to think of, I mean, and maybe you came up with an answer and they aren't receiving it and you're not understanding why they aren't doing what you want them to. And for some of you, they really did receive the information. Others, they didn't. And so you got different guidance coming through. But for the ones where they actually did receive it, it's just not the right answer for them. And because it's an answer that could work, hypothetically at least, you're like, I don't understand why you're not doing what I think you should do to fix the situation. And it's like, you kind of need to step back. It's not the right answer. It's not the right answer. Hey, 888. Hey, Brad. Hey, Lane. Hmm? I've got 5 of Pentacles and King of Cups. Yeah. Something brings you a lot of lack emotionally, or a lot of negative emotions. It is very draining and depleting. Others of you, you're getting clear messages on why whatever ended, right? There was lack there. You may not clearly see it right now, but those are messages you will be receiving. Um, and especially because you're away from it, you're not going to fight with it as much. Like for some of you, this really was an employer, and it's like you would get in these battles lying to yourself every day. You didn't want to admit to yourself how bad it was because it made you look forward to the day less, right? Like you're like, I don't want to, so you were like kind of lying to put those like rosy glasses on so that your day would go better. But the point was like, you kept putting on rosy glasses and then you wouldn't leave the situation because you just kept wanting to view it with rosy glasses. And it's like, hun, you gotta get to better. You shouldn't have to lie to yourself every day to make it worth it to go to work. Uh, so, you know what I mean? Definitely getting clear messages on the lack here. Why emotionally you're gonna do better somewhere else. Welcome, Booze. Okay, it's an ad. It's transitioning. Hello, loves. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Sashi. I don't even know which ones to use. LT. Oh, thank you. Hey, Tomas. Sometimes we don't need share. But, I guess sometimes that happens. I hope it goes well. Okay, Tomas. Hi, Agent. Huh. Huh. Alright, let's look at the rest of this. Hold on a minute, you. Alright. Let's go like that. Hello. Someone's upset because they're never going to get to know you. Some type of demon that's very fixated on you, Scorpio. Others of you, I have you addressing inner demons, and good for you. But really being like, yeah, no, I was a toxic one in this situation. And remember, like, holding yourself accountable just, keeps you of a certain frequency and light, right? The I'm grown, right? The I'm grown frequency. And little kids are the ones who try to lie to get away with shit, right? Grown folk don't. I got 7 of Pentacles, yeah. You're going to have a lot of time spent remembering things, receiving and processing through a lot of information. Like I said, you guys are going into a rebirth. For some of you guys, like I said, that this kind of holds up in your face, like, okay, maybe I do have, a ego that can be in there and cause me to think things. Or that there's still stuff that could be addressed. So good for you. Others of you, it's some kind of rebirth, like I said. A lot of you guys looking at past lives where you've used this gift before. Some of you guys are going to be learning past life information. You haven't had exposure to it yet, but you're going to be having exposure to it. So that's something else that you're going to want to journal out, just because energies and stuff, and your learning path, you know what I mean? It's all part of your soul's journey. And that includes life lessons, you know what I mean? But then other things like energetic lessons, spiritual lessons. There's so many types of lessons. I've got Eight of Pentacles and Knight of Swords, yeah. Some of you guys looking at like a year of schooling. Others of you, it's more like a dedicated month to yourself where it's like, oh no, I'm going through this info. Some of you guys, especially if all you're learning is like one gift, it's not really as much to go through. Others of you, like I said, you're going to have time on this. Look, I've got people looking at 3 months, right? 3 months of processing through information. So, be ready. Yeah, some of you guys, when you go get school supplies for like traditional school, you need to get a journal for soul school because you're going to have a lot to write down. I've got 7 of Wands, the Chariot, and Page of Pentacles with 4 of Pentacles and Temperance. A lot of you guys being in this kind of energy where you go through your transformation, where like friends are sending you offers and stuff and you're denying them because you're guarded, you're protected, working on yourself, and they're like, you don't do anything anymore, and you're like, yes I do, like I'm always doing something, but because you're not out and about in the physical with them, or you're not like doing stuff around your home in the physical, they're like, you don't do anything. And it's like, dude, if you only knew everything I was learning and doing, right? If you even knew what I do in one freaking day, you would be like, yeah, no, I'm a busy motherfucker. Thank you, Thomas. That's funny, agent. But it's also really helpful. Thank you, Rebel. Hey, Samantha. I'm not doing personal readings right now, but if you're interested, please email me. Hey, Gaines. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's see what else we want to get information-wise for Scorpio. Ego, yeah. Ego is getting taken out here. Actually being able and willing to work on, actually being willing to work on one. You guys were always able, it's just, you wouldn't do it. It didn't seem like a problem. Some of you guys really had to fight pride, like some kind of insecurities about being wrong, and it just like kept you stuck to, well, I feel like I need to be right. And so, you've kind of gotten past that where it's like, it's better not to lie to myself and pretend to be right. It's better to actually, accept the truth and then be right, even if I don't like the truth. Those of you like doing shadow work and stuff, you're gonna get there, you know what I mean? If you keep trying, you get there eventually. Warm fluids, man, warm fluids. Hi, Brandon. I have Pentacles. Oh, yeah. I do have apologies coming through. For some of you, there's some kind of breakthrough that happens. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe, like I said, you did battle before being like, I'm wrong. And as much as this situation sucks, the fact that you're willing to actually, like, say you're wrong helps lead to a breakthrough. Like, because maybe you would be willing to do that. You know what I mean? You haven't gotten through all the demons, but you've gotten through at least some of them. And this is kind of like an opportunity for you to show yourself and others and kind of recognize, I'm not as far down as I was. Am I that light? No, but I'm headed there, right? Like, I'm on my way. I'm on my way from misery to happiness to be. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Zero. Welcome, loves. Welcome. Right? Good for you guys with that healing energy. And that's how you got rewarded, because that's what you wanted, right? Because a lot of you guys, that's, your goal is to heal something with somebody around you. And, you're working on changing, so, you're getting that opportunity. And, you know, you got this. You're going to knock it out the park. What do we got? I've got Four of Pentacles, the Devil, Ace of Swords, and Eight of Cups. For some of you, I mean, there's a truth about, like I said, some type of demon, some type of lack, and why you weren't allowed to stay where you were at. Something was keeping you stuck, and you just didn't want to see it clearly. Well, that's why you got moved. Others of you, there's an opportunity for someone to see, what you've been working on, what you've been doing, progress, right? Progress. We're only like a couple cups away from being, where we feel complete, and back to that. Like, there's definitely progress, and they're going to see that. I have somebody who's not like turning their back on you, but, I have them not trying to interfere with something, right? Your progress, what you're trying to accomplish. Others of you, I mean, I do have you pulling away. You know what I mean? Because for some of you, right, you don't need the universal push and separation. You're like, oh no, I'm willing to see this shit for what it is. I'm willing to see this shit for what it is, right? And I will walk my happy ass out. I will walk my happy ass out, right? I don't need the push. You know what I mean? Comfort ain't keeping me somewhere, right? Well, and then the other one for a lot of them was those rosy glasses where it's like, I'm not viewing this clearly. It's a demon, but I'm like, hey, that's a good person. Rosy glasses will do that. I've got King of Wands and Ten of Wands. Somebody's hot-headed, egotistical, like, I don't know. Impulsive and reactive. It's a very toxic energy that brings a lot of unnecessary drama to the situation. Others of you, you're viewing a situation out of quickness of fix. And that's why it's not the right one. I feel like this is what we could do the soonest to make progress. And it's like, that's not the right answer this time. Something's going to take a little bit more time, but it's going to work out better. Wherever that helps. There's of you, I mean, all your energy is going into schooling. Like I said, I've got you blocked off. Like, I just want to finish learning this shit. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles again. Ace of Wands and Strength. Seven of Swords and Six of Cups with the Emperor. Some of you guys might make plans, right, out of obligation, and then kind of like back out of them last minute. Just because you're like, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. They will forgive you, but just beware. Try being honest, man. Try being honest. So you guys are like, they're just not listening to my boundaries. And you know what? That's a wake up call for them. Like, how pushy are you with energies that they're like, I gotta lie and make plans with you and then just not show for them. Welcome, loves. Welcome. Thank you for those likes. Hey, Alexis. Dude, don't you got anything to do that's actually useful? Oh, Lord. That's funny. Kindred. Kindred. Where are you at? There you go. You realize that does nothing? Like, you don't even know Jesus? I have a boy at school that pretends to be Jesus that fucks with you. Just real. Right. Damn. Hey, Hamza. Alright, let's see what else we got for you, Scorpio. I'm really proud of you for wanting to address the toxicity in your life because you're just like, you know, I don't want to connect to it anymore. I really don't. I don't want it in my life. I don't want it around me. Especially after the awakening, right? Uh, you know, and when you got to the point where you realize, you know, these aren't things that really lift me up the way I want. But you're doing the work. You're doing the work. You're doing the work. I've got accident for someone here. Yeah. What did it happen though? Others of you have got this danger, caution, injury. Something was hurting you, and that's why it had to end. You just weren't seeing it. It was like I said, those red flags. You're like, I'm just gonna put on rosy glasses for them red flags, right? Like, I don't want to see that as a red flag. For some of you, I mean, this individual sabotaged you. I've got bully. Looking into some of you guys having like a group go against you. Learning about things that maybe you're unaware of, like different types of magic or spiritual battles and things like that. Right. Zooming out. How did this happen for me? You know what I mean? For some of you guys, you know, lesson's a lesson, but it was more like karma because you tried to do something bad. Maybe you was a bully and that's why you got bullied. Some kind of balance out like that. Others of you, I mean, it has to do with your life path. Why you you overall would have allowed the attack is the point, for it to be in there. So you're looking at like something where you were like, you know, I can go through that kind of attack, going through a group bully attack to be there for somebody else to help them heal from it. So you contracted it. Yeah, there were others. West Castle. Hello, Musco. Tony. I can't quit laughing. Oh, I got robbery. Dang. So you guys trying to recover from that? Others of you, like, a friend's in on it. Getting different messages for different individuals. Right? For some of you, a friend's in on it, so just be aware of that. Some of you guys looking at your gifts, your life, these individuals were trying to take that from you, right? They were trying to take what was yours. Because demons can't really take it. They just think that they can. But that's what they were trying to do. I've got conflict. Yeah. Some of you guys getting past this. Like I said, I have healing in like a family situation for some of you. Others of you, I mean, they're not supposed to be around you. Like I said, for some of you, this is repeat. This may be an energy that you try to make work a type of relationship, but due to either your gifts or your energy, being more well liked or something, or some type of anointing or purpose that they're jealous of, they can't handle it and they turn on you every time. Yeah, death, RIP, this just got to go. Right? It's got to go. Understand that this ending is a blessing for you. Right? You guys had like co-workers plotting against you. I've got fury. Yeah. I have a very angry, reactive energy. Like I said, that Kinowaza just wants to pop off all the time. Right? Everything sets them off. It could just be the littlest whatever. You have so much anxiety. For some of you, you need to get away from this employer. If you don't, you're going to end up getting fired from them. And there's a high turnover rate for a reason, honey, for some of you guys. You know what I mean? There's a high turnover rate. They're an asshole. And so you can do better working somewhere else. Don't let it make you feel like you're not enough, right? If it does, please take those times to go over things with yourself. Especially before you try and go get, a new job. Just really go through it and like, you are capable, you are worthy, you are smart, you are strong, you are whatever things that like on your way out the door when they were firing, you were like, you are the most worthless, you are the dumbest, you are the blah, blah, blah. Right? Like because that's what's gonna happen. Those things aren't true about you. You're very valuable, right? And someone else is gonna value you as an employee and as a human being. So just know that. But this shit had to end. Right? This shit had to end. Right? It's a blessing you're not there no more. I've got compromise. Yeah, some of you guys got caught in the middle of a lot of things. I gotta play with that again. For some of you, I have you buying lies to keep peace, right? Right, someone may have stolen from you, and you were just like, you know what, I'm gonna say I believe that shit. And whether you ended up believing it or not in the long run, like, and that's not the right thing to do here. And that's why it's kind of like something's about to happen to balance it out. Alliance and stop, yeah. I gotta lie, guys, but your friend's about to get blocked. just because they're not a real friend, hun. There may be aspects of friendship that they can do, but they're not like a true blue friend. And when you're away from them, you're going to go through it and be like, you know what? Real friends don't steal from you. No, real friends you can leave like a pile of cash with, and they're like, well, there's your pile of cash. Right? Like, I didn't touch it. Uh, and it goes beyond that. For some of you, they stole what? Like your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or what would have been. This could be like, they don't even like drama club, but you were like, I'm going to go out for the part of, and then all of a sudden, they go for that part just to take it from you, honey. It's not a true friend. I've got strategy. You're going to find out why the universe is moving you the way that you are. Others of you, you're gonna find out for some of you that, you know, there's other things you weren't aware of, and things they were trying to manipulate and do to betray you. So some of you guys have a big download from this individual, where it's like, it's just a lot of information about how they were trying to betray you, and, you know, and how they did betray you in ways and stuff. And it's just, you know, it's painful, but you will get through it. So I just pray for your healing, love. Others of you, I'm getting advice for you not to list this employer on your applications. Or if you do, please write do not contact. You can do that and then explain to them why. But if you list them and then you don't put that do not contact this employer, because a lot of times it'll say that, they'll call them and that employer is going to bash you. I've got promise, schedule, and then withdraw. With gain, yeah, you're getting more from the situation. A lot of broken promises from this situation. Consuming a lot of your time and energy, even off the clock, right? Because the good job on the daily, when you leave, you just get to leave it. It's not really following you home. Your energy is not like making you sick. You just feel good on your way home. If you don't feel like that leaving your employer every day, then something's wrong at that place of employment, right? But so this is ending so you can get a blessing. Yeah, after gain is luck. Loneliness, nightmare, and then indulgence. For some of you guys, your new employer is around the corner, but you're not going to be hired for a little bit. Just because as much as you're freaking out, as long as you listen, you technically have some time off. You haven't had them forever. And you could do something like a small vacation with your kids, and you don't have to worry about it messing with your employment or anything else. So, like, you're getting a lot of blessings if you're willing to accept the opportunities. Right? You're going to get this new amazing employer, and right now you've got some free time that you can spend doing things you haven't got to do. So just kind of like listening and maybe having a little fun for a little while until you get to your new employer, because you're going to get hired. It's just maybe there's a secret extra blessing you can have, right? Like, hey, I can go to the beach for the weekend with my kids or something, right? I haven't had any alcohol. So again, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What a fucking reject. I won. Dude, there's no thing, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Apparently being conjured on the sea stuff, you're hallucinating things, or, you know, you're just in your imagination, and you're like, but I believe. Oh, that one's ripped. I got wisdom. This was all a learning experience for you. Some of you guys, like I said, getting major downloads from your past lives, contracts, this life awareness. You got a lot headed your way. Some of you guys looking at new spirit guides. Some of you guys, you know, when you go through the reflection, you were told by others, like your guides and stuff like that, that, you know, they were doing things behind your back. This was not good for you. This was not the right answer for them. Something like that. And it was like, you just didn't want to listen to the advice. Welcome, loves. Welcome, welcome. Not really. It's actually like light. I guess you can't connect to the collective. Are you on the demonic line? Spiritual union. Union of self here. How you don't need others to feel fulfilled in life, right? Like being your best friend, your first love. Very balanced in self. Others of you, as you review these entities that were around you, you'll see why they weren't a good energetic match for you, right? Why you guys don't balance out good, or mix well at all, right? You may have called them friend, right? But were they really a friend? Emotional loss getting thrown out. You will be healing from that. Give yourself compassion and time, because you have to be willing to accept that it takes time to heal, right? There's no other way around it. But I don't have you taking as long to heal from this just because you're more willing to accept the truth and move forward, right? You don't want to stay stuck in loss, right? Fuck those icky ass feelings. I've got fertility, big growth for you. Level ups, you know what I mean? And again, getting those new perspectives where it's like, this makes sense from so many different levels. You know what I mean? This makes so much sense why this happened. All those other things. Others of you being able to receive double blessings in life, right? Like I said, something similar to the, oh, I can take a vacation before I get this new amazing job with a boss who doesn't scream at me for no fucking reason, leave me traumatized, right? Oh, I get that kind of blessing? Yes, you do. Material harvest. Yes, you do. Right? You got big blessings, boo boo. Hey, Uptown. Right. Good for you. Others of you receiving, those gifts and developing them, or gift if it's just one. I've got transformation on the bottom, throat chakra, and patience and planning. With intuition, lots of communication on the other side for you, Scorpio. Will you go through this transition? Alright, where are we going next, boo? So let me hit this. I think it's the white deck. Alright. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for those likes. Anybody know I need to say hey to? No, I do not want to do that, Thomas. Welcome, loves. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for those likes. Thank you for the subscribes, y'all. Thank you for subscribing so much. I appreciate you so much. Did I do that to her? I'm so scared. Wait, I'm so scared. That's what she said. Welcome, loves. It's Tony. You aren't my Tony. But were you trying to say something else? Hey, Mukesh. You Scorpio? Raj? Hey, Abbas. Oh, my Lord. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome. Alright, Scorpio. What do we got? What else do you need to be aware of, love? The path of knowledge, young one. Welcome, loves. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for them likes. Good students lesson. Broken cycle or curse. Yes. Big levels up, Scorpio. So proud of you. So proud of you. Others of you, if you were one of the ones who went under battle, whatever was on you, it's finito. It's done. No more. No more. Right. So, like, if accidents were happening, things breaking, you feeling ill or something like that, whatever, it's getting removed. I've got heart chakra. Facing a lot of wounds, getting through a lot of things, negative energies around there. Big healing vibes. Loving self, though. Pride in self and what you can accomplish. You guys are, I've got healthy pride in replace of negative pride. For some of you guys, and you know, you can have pride in your heart, and that's healthy. You know, and we'll talk about that. But for some of you, maybe you really only had negative pride to work with, because, you know, of life choices. But now you've got that healthy pride, right? Like accomplishing, whooping the ass of a demon, right? Your growth. That's healthy pride, man. And you've got that in there. So you guys might miss an opportunity to really connect with somebody because you have a lot that you could tell an individual, like, oh, you know, I've been working on this and that and addressing things and kind of listing it off. But you were taught to see, I guess you could say bragging. Bragging is bad. And there is a level of bragging where it's bad, right? We can take it to that level where it's like, you know, it's toxic. But to just like brag about yourself, like in what you're accomplishing, you know what I mean? There's a healthy level brag where it's like, yeah, recognize, look what I did, you know, yay me. And it's kind of like just shouting out, yay me, and you can kind of brag. And you're supposed to kind of do that, and you might miss the opportunity to, just because, you know, you should never brag about yourself. And I was like, yes, you should. Yes, you should. Generational cycle or curse. Yeah, you guys addressing that shit. You should brag about yourself sometimes. Right? I worked hard. I accomplished that. Go fucking me. Right? Rock it. Own it. Speak it. Right? Others of you dealing with other types of generational cycles or curse. You know, unhealthy pride coming up. Not wanting to repeat what was demonstrated. I've got childhood trauma wounds. Yeah. Look at you grow, though, boo. Look at you grow. You getting better all the time. I have to admit, I'm getting better. It would be something like, it's getting better all the time. That song. But parody style. If you don't know me, I will parody your healing to you. It really helps. Hey, Mommy. Or Moo. Moo? I like your name. Moo. I used to have moo-moos. I love moo-moos. All kinds of moo-moos. I've got gossip or third-party interference. Unhealthy coping mechanisms for someone here getting addressed. Others of you, um, why they betrayed you? Why did they say it? Why did they do it? Why did they do that shit? I've got Capricorn. Yeah, your chart's coming up. Past life stuff. Someone has a father on the other side trying to reach out. Sorry. If you're interested in that, go ahead and reach out. I am a medium as well, so I can help you connect with your ancestors. I'm like, okay, fine. I got Gemini, yeah. Being able to see something differently, being able to communicate in a different way. Others of you expecting to receive a lot of those messages. Those of you who kind of, we didn't meet the regular class graduation, right? Because that would have been at the end of Gemini. You passed summer school classes at some point though. And that's when you receive your information. Those of you where it's like, I didn't pass last month, I'm in it now, and you kind of getting that feeling like just keep with it. You're gonna pass this month. Others of you it'll be the following month, but you'll still be on point to be able to go with classes in the fall, right? Others of you, you know what I mean, self communication, basic communication, you know. Somebody made themselves a target. You're just too toxic. Welcome, loves. Welcome. Hey, Lamar. That's annoying. Your mom should have swallowed Jamar. Or, I'm sorry, is that IMR? IMR. Alright, perception, change, mind shift. You guys are able to see something differently and get past it. Others of you, because you're finally getting past, like, what you thought was right, right? Maybe you are very reactive over being wrong, right? For some of you, that's what your employer's problem is. Like, ego, pride, and that's why you're getting removed from it, right? Others of you though, like maybe your father was very responsive and reactive, like I'm not wrong, da 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 da, and so now like that's what you do. Um, your traumas keep replaying as you grow until you face them. And if you weren't really raised with awareness of like shadow work and the importance, then you tended to do that, right? So for some of you, that's where you're at. Like, you could be 40 years old and that happens, and realize that I'm literally just replaying my trauma to my children. And if you're getting it now, hey, at least you got the message. Um, but it's like receiving that message and then, oh shit, how do I change that? And then doing what you need to do. And then from that, like at the same time, gain awareness of like pains that caused, right? Well, this is, why my relationship with this child is strained. Um, and then getting into like the healing that it can bring, right? Cool, man. Um, but yeah, so it's just like you're having big breakthroughs and getting past your traumas from your childhood. Kind of learning how they affected you and why things aren't the way that you want to be, which, it kind of in a way helps you bring compassion to yourself, which sometimes you need to do, right? Like, you know, it's just shadow work gets so messy and it takes so long, you guys. So please have compassion on yourselves as you are trying to get through it, right? It's very sticky, right? Shadow work is like emotional tar. Um, and it's like, it'd be so nice if we could just view it and then get out of it and move on with our day. But when it comes to the shadow work, it's like, you kind of get stuck in it when you still have undealt with trauma, right? Um, so when you're still in the sticky part of shadow work, where it's like, I can't just think about it and get out of it. Um, it's a lot harder, right? It takes a lot more time. You already have to schedule more time for it. And then, you know, make sure you're doing that though. For some of you guys, you really try and sell yourselves short in your healing time. And yes, you're trying, but it's very hard to get into sticky tar shadow work in like 5 minutes. So if that's all you're really allotting a day for healing work, then I'm going to request that, you maybe increase your schedule to at least 15, 30 minutes just so, you're getting more. When you're looking at sticky shadow work, you should really be like at least 30 minutes willing to donate to yourself for each trip that you're willing to take to try and help yourself, right? All right, what do we got? Oh Lord, someone's imager. Welcome, loves. Thank you for those likes. I've got spiritual warfare, soul tribe, Virgo. So you guys learning lessons in soul tribes, truth, giving, receiving, revealed. Yes, they are telling the truth. And chakra block. Somebody has something to tell you. For some of you, this individual was scared. So for some of you, say your friend betrayed you, right? She was in on it. Like, say they all did a hex on you, right? And you're like, I can't believe they would even do that magic. The one went along with it because they were scared they were going to get hurt by the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if one's like energetically stronger, they were really scared, hon. They love you. They never wanted to do it, but they were like, I think I'm going to die if I don't go along with this. And they're going to tell you that at some point in time. There's a big block that's happening on the group, and especially the one girl. It's not good. A lot of you guys getting lessons though, looking to Virgo, Libra, where it's like a spiritual battle you went under, why you went under it, and what happened. You should be able to get through that by the end of Virgo. Like I said, right in line for Libra. Alright. I gotta read the next one. Getting through it, getting through it. No. What time is it, yo? I don't even know. Alrighty, welcome. Thank you for those likes. Thank you for those subscribes. Thank you for joining. Welcome. I've got Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. Big healing vibes. I have pieces coming together, right? The puzzle's finally going to make sense. I promise. Why this happened. You're getting the information. So you guys have a big download coming. You might be looking at the next new moon. Some of you guys are looking at the 888 gateway. Some of you guys, you've received it already. And you really just need to do a meditation. But you might get like thoughts popping up during your day. But pay attention to how much you're really getting it. How much it's getting put together. Are you sure you're getting all the perceptions you need? And things like that. Hey, HR. These are light energy ones. Hey, Nugara. I am not sleepy or tired right now. I would say as a whole though, with the collective though, where it's like energetically, yeah, a little bit more sleepy. I've got Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounded action, and Isis energy. Oh shit, it's not being clear. I'll play the camera again. Sorry guys, I forgot to this morning. I messed with it yesterday, changed it to the other filter or camera setting, and it's doing worse. So I'm like, I gotta change that back. Wanna switch it. But yeah, you guys definitely being able to process through these messages. A lot of this collective that and put this in your journals if you can. Some of you guys, you journal in your day planners or whatever, which works perfect. Pay attention during the meteor showers. Ow, what's going on? Crown chakra upgrade, divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy, and third eye activation. Brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. You guys are looking at big upgrades, new gifts, understanding them, being able to see things from new perspectives. Like I said, new perspectives, new visions, very new. I have you guys going through a big upgrade. We've got ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, and boundaries. Some of you guys understanding, some of your ancestors are getting cut off from you. Some of your ancestors that have transitioned even went against you. Especially if you got some kind of big gift, trying to block you, bind and connect to it, trying to possess you. You know what I mean? Some things don't do good with transitioning. Others do. But some of your ancestors are getting blocked for reasons. Others of you, you're about to connect to new ones. Or because you're going to be going into this more isolation phase, hermit phase, and taking these messages and stuff. Your ancestors got a lot to tell you. Let me just tell you that. I'm glad your ancestors got a lot to tell you. So, just be prepared. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, babies, for all those likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Hey, Rudra. Actually, I really don't. Right, I get the bartender. That's a lumberjack. Better than that one. I've got You Are Good Enough. Full moon in Virgo. I don't think you can read energy. Did you look it? Hi, Alice. A time for healing. Balsamic moon. Right? I got big healing vibes for you. And don't let what others said about you get you down, Scorpio. You know your life path, what you're supposed to be doing and creating, right? Don't let what they say get to you. Did not work out very good. I've got Believe in the Impossible, Blue Moon. That's around this time, is it not? Did we just have that? Like next month or something. I only got the blue moon this year. Okay, the answers you need are coming with the full moon in Gemini. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. And bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Yeah, you're going to get information about this situation. And it really lets you see how this is happening for you. Right? For some of you guys, you prayed for this. You're like, help me see how this is happening for me. Or something, similar. Some kind of perspective shift. And you're getting it. Again, putting that kind of information in your journals is really helpful, especially for everything that you're going through. You know what I mean? A lot of you guys are going through a really, really big rebirth, and it's very important to write down this type of information. All right, we're gonna go to spiritual gifts next. Coffee too. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for those likes. Welcome, lovers. Welcome, lovies. Captain, what's up? I can't wait. Ships, yo. Pirate ships. I know, I'm feeling the pirate vibes this year. I gotta remember that. Like, as of right now, my heart is set on being a pirate for Halloween. Especially because of the whole, like, lessons. Right? Lessons. Welcome, loves. I've got family, expansion, planning, healing. Yeah, to help the family. The family. Magical. For some of you, you got like the toxic mama in your family. Hopefully you're not the toxic mama in your family. Bitch just trying to project. They can't handle the truth of that. That applies to you. I am not a toxic mama. Like, fuck off. Say there. Something is really freaking stupid. And so it just really gets focused on the physical because it knows it has nothing else to offer. I guess that would be a meathead, right? Like, I guess somebody's got a meathead and they think they're intelligent and they're really not. And they yell a lot because of it. And this is your father. Understand the trip down the stairs. Not everybody trips down the stairs, but it is what it is. Life group, adult, 24 to 28, 28 plus. So looking at older adults to help. So you guys helping those with disabilities, special needs, some kind of something like that. Have you like a disability halfway home? Okay. I've got divine spirit. Working with spirits, divine energy, being like a right hand. Good omens. Reconciliation, mending, repairs. Put my fingers over repairs. And some of you guys, you're gonna see entities that came at you, receiving karma. Again, things breaking, needing repaired. Yeah, no, that's gross. Some of you guys, you know, expect at least one energy out of this group, who this resonates with, to seek reconciliation with you. You know, especially the one that was scared and didn't really want to. You know what I mean? Or similar situation. Magic, magician, high priestess. So I was working on those classes. Unlocking past life things for some of you. I've got traveler, wanderer, explorer. Going nomadic, y'all. I've got veterinary, animals, or animal related. Some of you guys might be looking at like taking care of animals while people are on vacations, pet sitting, you know, either going to their homes or having them dropped off at your home. You can, you know, choose to do either one or both. A pet store. Fishies, man. I've got musician. Especially like I have a land-bound mermaid right now where it's like working in an aquatic shop would really be good for you. Just because you'd be around the water again. You know what I mean? Like you really love water a lot. And the sea and stuff. So, the aquatic shop. I have a musician for someone. Under the sea. Right, you never know who would be re reincarnated in like a fish or something. Past lives, yeah, they're important. And your friends from them, right? Fish are animals too. Welcome, loves. Thank you for those likes. Life group, current age. Maybe you should sign into like a mental health facility, Tim. Like behavioral health. You know, not like, but maybe getting somewhere where there's like resources there 24/7 would be more helpful for you. We've got non-emergency low pressure. Some of you guys maybe have been thinking about it, but you're going to do better in a non-emergency situation. You know what I mean? EMT, you're going to panic. Fire, panic. Police officer, panic. Armed services, right? You want to look at certain positions for military where it's like, you definitely shouldn't be like the footman or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, operating chains or tech, maybe, but like emergency situation, yeah, you just, you know, stay away from there too. Collectors. Some of you guys want to be like emergency assistant. Like I want to be there for somebody in an emergency situation, but like I don't do good in emergency situations. So something like maybe being an insurance person or starting like an insurance company that actually cares about individuals, right? Where it's like if emergency happens, you're not responsible for taking care of them or their shit like that, you know what I mean? But like you can be there for them and help them like during that emergency situation without being like emergency response. You understand? So looking into different jobs where you can help somebody in an emergency situation without having to be like the first responder, right? I've got shamans, farmers, leaders, People who are good with selves and beginnings, rebirths. I've got artist and healer, energy reader. So you guys got anointings, and then somebody's got astrology. Astrology. Okay. Skipping the ad, skipping the ad. Where we go next? I think we're going with stones. Oh, thank you.
Well, it's French fries, so they're this bottom.
Okay. Thank you. I'll just see if I can eat them.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
It's like regular, like I think they just put like salt on them.
Okay.
It was something extra. I'm like, I didn't want French fries, but they offered them, so I was like, well, I said I'd rather just give them away than just throw them in the garbage.
Okay. I'll check them out, man. Thank you.
Cool.
I really walked in with some food. I'm like, hey. Welcome, Liz. Dude. This is almost over. I hope I can eat them. Otherwise, I'm be so sad. I don't even got fries in the freezer. I can do myself. Welcome, loves. Welcome. Hey, Sujith. Oh, Lord. Okay. Sorry to Brennan. Hey, Michael. You too. I've got selenite, psychic insight, blessings, fidelity, deep connection. Yeah, lessons and betrayals for some of you guys. For some of you, fidelity issues. Like daddy or mommy cheated, and so you cheat. Tiger's Eye, look in new ventures, willpower, creative flow, overcoming, and fear. Especially for those of you where it's like you're trying to be programming, this one's very good for that. Right? You shouldn't be doing that shit. Well, no, like, I don't mind you, like, I don't know. Right? I love Jesus, but what are you trying to say about Jesus and all that kind of stuff? Like, don't be attacking people about Jesus. Like, that's what I was the dance. Citrine, wealth, enhanced career prospects, self-esteem, manifestation. Helping you believe in yourself. It's funny that it won't get clearer for y'all. Enhanced prospects for some of you. But again, self-esteem. For some of you, carry some of this while you're gambling and see what happens. Alright, good change of fortune, success, renewed focus, and leadership. Hey, Michael. Oh, I already said hi to Michael. My bad, my bad. Hematite, self-healing, grounding, right opportunities, justice. Amazon night, solace, healthy style, clear communication, and balance. Reminder, feel free to pause and pull energy from those stones, or pray and receive healing energy from them. I've got Moldavite, healing protection, telepathy, connection, green jade, attracting love, balance, dreams come true, and purity, and smoky quartz with dispels negativity energy, or negative energy, home protection, earth connection, and achieving career success. Especially those of you dealing like with a lot of heart chakra healing, this combination is really going to do good for you. Good. Oh, Tim doesn't want to go to somewhere where he might have to get help. I mean, you've been stuck and depressed since at least 2024, right? And it's like you do nothing about it. Bagalamukhi. She arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of our own making. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to that which can create true happiness. As you seek refuge in her, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. A positive turning of the tide of good fortune is predicted. Be ready to receive those blessings. Sri Bala. Commit entirely and without hesitation to your most passionate inspirations. There are genius and wisdom in what you yearn to do. You have a greater capacity to attain fruition than those around you may recognize. Believe in yourself even if no one else does. It is not imagination that drives you toward your destiny, but the instinctive recognition of your true purpose. I'm locking that shit here soon if you haven't already. Be willing to receive it, baby. Being blessed. I got Matangi. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for them likes. She is the tantric queen of outcasts, unveiling the hidden inner power to thrive outside conventional society. If you have been denied love and respect, she brings healing and empowerment. If you have suffered rejection, abandonment, or been labeled as unworthy in any way, she brings dignity and repair. She clears the way for a creative, joyful, and vibrant life path. Alright, so we're going to go to yes or no for you guys. If you have a question, go ahead and think of it now. There's going to be 3 piles to pick from. 1, 2, and 3. And please pick what resonates. 1, 2, 3. Pile 1. Your answer is don't stop. Not believing. Listen to your intuition for pile 2. Ask for help from others. Pile 3. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and grab you guys some prayers. you. God, please help me face my shadow self. Please be my light in the darkness. Amen and Asante. Alright, I have them light back up. We've got God, please help me open my heart to those around me. Please remove any walls I have built so I may give and receive love freely. Amen and Asante. Please show me when I did not listen to you. Forgive me and help me recognize the ways you did communicate and what you said. Like I said, you guys are going to get these messages like, well, technically you did know, right? You just didn't like it. And then you lied to yourself about it. Right? Hey, Muhammad. God, please help me connect to my ancestors and their spiritual practices. I've got God, please help me embrace my inner child. They need to play, explore. And then I've got God, fill me with your light. Shine a light on any darkness or negativity I need to release. On the bottom we got, God, please help me silence the thoughts and voices of others, for yours is the only one that matters. Amen and Asante. Alright guys, I hope that this helped in some way or fashion. I do look forward to connecting with you on a future reading. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will be on in a little bit to do Sagittarius. What do we got? Does anybody want a reading before I go? Hey, we're sick. We're sick. Alright. Thank you guys for those likes. Thanks for joining. I love you all so much. Till next time. Bye.